I'm just looking at the roads and I am so thankful. Big shout out to DoorDash and DoorDash drivers everywhere and Instacart and Walmart delivery drivers everywhere. Amazon. Shout out to all of you. UPS workers. Thank you. Look, it's a UPS truck just drove by. Hi. I swear, because I'm looking at the roads. I don't know what the weather is like where you are. Um, but the roads look terrible. They actually don't look that bad. It's another UPS truck. Look, they so dedicated. They're my favorite delivery drivers. Um, Amazon is next to them, and then all of the other like Instacart and Walmart, even Kroger, Cook Unity. Shout out to them. But FedEx is so low on my list. Postal Service is lower on the list too. But they're all so valuable because they are not afraid to weather, to drive in this weather. And it's just not something that I like to do. I don't like driving on the best day. I don't like driving when there's absolutely no reason not to. I'm not saying that I don't. I do. Especially when my son wants me to. That's probably the furthest I go. Other than that, I probably won't even travel to certain places that I want to go to unless I have an excuse, like I have a reason to. I hate driving. I hate driving. I can adjust and enjoy it while I'm doing it, but I hate driving. And so I'm just watching all these cars, and I can see that the roads are good enough for the cars to really be, moving and not sliding all over the place. So that's great because I didn't order anything yesterday. Oh, we did order something, but it was right before the storm came. But once the storm came, I wanted to order something else. I just did not feel like cooking, but I was like, forget it. Forget it. I'll cook. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna we're not gonna do it. Cause I don't know, if it was me, I wasn't gonna tip what I would expect to be tipped, having to drive in those conditions. I was surprised that it was still even working. But I have such appreciation for them. That's my goal. Look, it's another UPS. I just saw three. That's crazy. That is crazy. I just saw three, four. What the heck? Okay, five. I'm not making this up, y'all. Can y'all see them? No, probably not. Okay, I just saw five UPS trucks. Maybe I've never been here at this specific moment on this specific day at this time in the morning. There must be like a UPS hub somewhere, and they're driving just right past on what? I don't know, y'all. Anyway, I'm saying thank you to UPS because they my favorite delivery drivers, the most consistent ones. And I just literally, before I said it, I didn't see any of them. And then I said it and I just saw five of them. Okay. Well, shout out to Money. Shout out to Money. What else do I want? Y'all make wishes. I feel like our wishes are being granted. Shout out to another UPS truck. Okay, first off, Guy, I love you, and I am so thankful for everything that you do for me, my family, my collective, and their family, the way that you continuously provide for us, your security, your protection, your direction. Oh my goodness, it is so reliable. You actually are top tier because you will assist in any way, and it doesn't mean that anybody has to deliver anything. You will make it known in our minds and our hearts and our spirits what resources we currently have to make our dreams come true. So I thank you, I thank you, I thank you above all else. But in my mind, when I give praise to anything that is on this earth, and another one, that's 7 UPS trucks. When I give my appreciation to anything on this earth, it is always my praise to the God that protects and provides for me and my family. Why? Because all things were created through that God, for that God, for me, for you, 4 week. So I'm just really thankful. I'm in a just gratitude. Gratitude. All right, y'all. I did not mean to ramble this long, but that was crazy. That I just saw 7 freaking. They're probably just gonna keep coming. So let me get focused. And I feel like maybe that's the time period that you're getting ready to move in. Blessings are just going to keep coming. They're just going to keep coming. All right. We have welcome. Yeah, okay, so let me say my spiel, y'all. That's how I get focused. I have my little intro now, and then I got my outro so I can get up out of here when I need to. So let's get started. Welcome to Energy, where we integrate our inner beings for education, entertainment, and most of all, wholeness. If you like what I do, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification before you exit the live, okay? All praise to the Most High. Touch your intuition over mine. Let's go ahead and dig into the current energy. Gang, gang. At least I know the universe is working. When you want a confirmation of something, here's another one. I cannot make this up. I really want y'all to see that UPS truck. I don't know if y'all seen it. Don't forget it. It's probably just for me. It's one of those things. I'm going to just leave it. I'm going to just leave it. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to leave it. If I can, the next one I see, I know how to do it now. I just got to turn the camera around. I want y'all to see it. It's crazy. I want confirmations of, and you know what? It's because I have no resistance to seeing a UPS truck consistently out on the road doing what they are supposed to do. Because they do. Every delivery ends up right at my door. If it's not at the door, it's where they said it was. Where they said they left the package, that's where the fuck it is. I just love it so much. I don't even worry about things that I ordered when it says UPS is bringing it. Amazon is almost as consistent, but it's a little more iffy. If they're not delivering to like a single residence home, it's a little more iffy. Even then, it can be iffy. But if you're like in a building, they don't always call when they're supposed to. Look at y'all. I know y'all. I know I caught it. I know y'all had to see it. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. But UPS truck they doing their thing. Okay, they doing their thing. So let's see what's going on. What else is going on? What other confirmations can we get? Okay, because UPS, they doing it, period, confirms. What else? Nine of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. This situation, there's a situation in your life, is going to get better. But right now, there's someone who feels attached to you, or they feel attached to you, or they feel like they have to work with you or cooperate with you, but they don't. It's stressing them out. They're losing their peace, so they do not want to work with you. But they feel like they have to. This is Pentacle energy. You're receiving recognition. King of Cups. I'm getting, with the King of Cups energy, you could be a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Your energy, you are mild-tempered, gentle, kind. Easy to work with. You're easy to work with. But you have someone who is upset or is disturbing their peace that they have to work with you. They don't want to. But you're in the upright. The King of Cups energy is in the upright, so there's no reason, really. I mean, they're receiving recognition. Are these people that don't like you? Or are, you know, what is the issue here? You know what I feel? This almost looks like two people. This card is different in this deck. These, usually it's like you'll see a mother and a child, and then you'll see an adult, another adult, like a husband or father, or like a religious leader or something. It'll look like on the other side. But this one, it's like all adults. These are all adults, right? What these two seem to be making some kind of proposition as if they need something from this person who is working alone. They're working solo. So they're doing what they need to do independently. They're working on, you know, something. These people have recognized that this person has been working on something that is likely valuable, or they're seeing a way in which this could be valuable for them. So they are making a proposition, or they're making offers. They're wanting to work with this individual, but they don't want to. They feel as if they have to. This is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They feel like they have to. This may not even be known by you, because the King of Cups is usually in their, you know, they're in their own energy. They're doing their own thing independently. It's a very independent, it's an emotionally independent, masculine energy. Mentally independent, masculine energy. Self-fulfilled. Usually a trustworthy person. Okay, and they also carry empathy, but you have to make yourself valuable. So I feel like that's what these people are trying to do. They're trying to prove themselves or make themselves valuable to this person, because they got the love, but they are not like their counterpart with the Queen of Cups energy. A Queen of Cups who is not balanced out with her masculine energy will offer her empathy, just giving it out for free. She don't know what she's doing. She just giving it out. Not the King of Cups. Not the King of Cups. Not her counterpart. As a matter of fact, if the King of Cups is not balanced with his feminine energy, he can become way too cold, like ice cold. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out, no nothing. They shut it down. They know what they know, they feel how they feel, they work with who they work with, and they're not trying to hear nothing else. So I'm not really sure, but they know for sure. Either way, whether this is a balanced King of Cups, I'm kind of getting that they are there in the upright. We also have the Magician. So whatever is happening here, it's a surprise. No one was expecting this. No one was expecting this. Maybe they weren't expecting for this person to be expecting anything from anyone. Maybe they thought they were going to get this person to work for them for free, or to stop what they were doing, to stop what they were working on and work for them for free. But now they're like at this person's mercy. The Magician, we also have the Star, okay? Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio. Man, okay, this person is being seen now as like a gift, or someone who can make gifts come true, make something come true. They're making offerings to this person almost as if they're worshiping this person. The Magician and the Star. Like they're a genie. Like they can make whatever it is that they want to happen, whatever it is that they're trying to fulfill, they feel as if this person could do this for them. They could make it real. But they have to be of value. Good morning. Just woke up?
Yeah. No.
I know. is snow. It's still out there. Oh, I put your gloves on my pink chair in my room.
Oh yeah.
And there's some snow in the window. You can play with it.
Oh,
Put
yeah.
your gloves on.
Yeah.
You want me to show you?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. I know who's not making a snowman today. He don't even want to play with the snow in the window. He like, no, it's too cold. He was so happy when I closed it. A lot of the window came in through a lot of the snow, because I leave it cracked. It just balances out the extra heat. I turn the heat up super high and crack the window. Don't judge me. But a lot of the snow came in through the screen. And so it was like a big pile. Like we could have made like a mini snowman. I'll probably make one by myself. But he was like, oh no, it's cold. I saw him. He did his finger in it by himself. But I was trying to catch him before he woke up. And I had put his gloves right there, but he didn't put them on. So now he like, no, I'm good. It's too cold. I see his fingerprint in there though. He like, yeah, it's cold. Okay, so let's see here. High Priestess in reverse. Their intuition is black. Someone's been blocked out. This may have been someone who was they were in the ends with you, so they may have had your trust, so they were able to see and kind of control something. But they can't now. And they also may be able to see that if they were to want to work with you, they would likely have to make some kind of offering. So, okay. Definitely a Scorpio or a Pisces. Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning of a soulmate cycle. Oh, these people have been deceptive. These people have been deceptive. They've been frustrating you out of jealousy and a broken heart. So this is your new beginning with people who have done you wrong, basically. They don't get to walk in anymore and pretend as if there is no war. They have not caused any grievance for you. They have not been attacking you. So, the things that we talk about in tarot that we pull up and you're like, yeah, that feels like exactly what I'm going through, or that resonates with me. What's the matter? I'll wait. You gonna have a tantrum? Go ahead. Why would you be crying about this? Was you mean to your mama on purpose? I don't think so. So you picking up on somebody else's energy that probably was mean to your mommy on purpose. I told you, you are babies. When I say that anything that I read on this table, you give me the most divine masculine energy out of every other person in my reality. You're the only one that shows up. So I don't know what that energy is that's affecting you, but get it out of your mind. Get it out of your heart. And I'm going to get it out of the energy. So you can see yourself. Because, yeah, you should not be waking up like that. That's not you. That's not you. That's not you. You need your mama's? Well, why you sad? First, you tried to throw a tantrum. I don't like that energy. We ain't bringing that in our house. No bullying. That's what I'm talking about on the table here. This is what is not allowed. This is the new beginning, and there are people who are not happy about that. They want to just be able to treat you any kind of way and get you to still operate and move the way that they want you to, but that is not a reality. That's crazy because it's like these people are your children, but I don't have any children here. These are lessons that we teach children. You cannot be mean. You cannot act out. You cannot try to bully anybody into doing what you want them to do. You can't be a spoiled brat that is mean and think that you're just going to get everything. That's not how the world. And there are boundaries. There are also consequences for those type of actions. This is what we teach children. So maybe these are adults that have never learned this lesson, and they could have a grievance with you because you're teaching them a lesson that they did not learn. This is a level of growing up. Yeah, because you know the King of Cups and the Magician, this is someone very mature. This is a mature masculine, likely a father. This is like a father putting their foot down. If something is off, if something feels wrong, fuck it, I'll do it myself. I'm not going to connect with people that I cannot trust. I'm not going to connect with people who are accusing me or judging me or trying to frustrate me or frustrate my plans intentionally and deliberately. They will not have it. And they don't have to explain shit to anybody because whoever these people are, they don't want to be seen. High priestess in reverse. That's why their intuition is blocked. Because the first thing that a high priest, a true high priest or high priestess, this King of Cups and the Magician, they're a high priest. The Star, they're a high priest. The first lesson that a high priest and a high priestess must learn is that you must first see yourself before you can see anybody else. Now that's biblical. You can't pull a straw out of anybody else's eye until you first remove the rafter in your own. They did that work. So these are other grown individuals who do not understand that kind of independence because they ain't did the work. It's giving children. Hold on, let me go tend to mine. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, we have um, certain days where my son will wake up, and if I wake up before him and I get going and I'm not right there, sometimes I'm right there. I'm drinking my coffee, I'm in bed. He can just, cuddle up, come get in my bed, or if he slept in my bed already, he just get to roll over, cuddle with mommy, and it's a comfort thing. But there are some mornings where I've been up way too early. I got other things I want to do. I'm here at the table. And depending on his mood, he can handle it or not. But I just had to have a conversation with him. Like, it is okay. You do not get to bully me because you want to stay in the bed, sleep, and I want to get up. I get to move independently. I get to do what I want to do. So sometimes that's gatekeeping. And usually it has nothing to do with your children. It has to do with the grown-ups that created them. So you could be gatekeeping yourself. You could have some mixed energy. For some of you, because this is like a father figure, the Three of Pentacles, you could be separated from the mother or from the father or something like that. And so this person is trying to pretty much control you, or they want to control the temperament, how things go in your household, even though they're not in it. And they can do that through your children. It's an energy. Your children can choose which energy, which wavelength they choose, It's kind of like for us, as I've been learning about this, when we wake up, sometimes you'll wake up right into the energy that is dominantly yours, and sometimes you have to wake up and find yourself because there's too much chaos, because there was too much confusion the night before or something like that. So I'm not really getting that this person is going through that here, but everything that happens during the reading is a message. So I feel like there is someone that needs to know that and hear that. And that's that Nine of Pentacles energy. That would be somebody who is not trying to make an offer. They may not have anything that they think is worth offering, or they are not able to offer anything, but they still need something from you. So that would be that gatekeeper energy where this person is unhappy. But instead of making an offer, doing what they can do, cooperating and working with you, they're trying to bully you. They're attacking you. They're trying to attach themselves to you, and they could try to do that through your child. That's to rock you or affect you emotionally, because they're trying to get you in a subservient space where you would be of service to them. Usually that's if you're like angry. That's as easy as that. If you get angry with them, it would be enough for them to hold some kind of control over you. So they don't have that. They're losing that, or they've lost it. So this could be what it is. That's their last attempt, and that would mean that likely they're going to have to try someone else. I was saying that too with the Three of Pentacles, that this is usually what I see here, where it's like a co-parenting situation. This is not that. But if this resonates with you, then this could be someone here who cannot, like, they're trying to bully their ex into doing what they need them to do, and they can't get them to move like that. They can't get them to accept whatever reality they're trying to serve them. So now they're trying to make an offering to you and see if they can get you to do it. But honestly, the energy you're in, they probably would do. Yeah, they're gonna have to see how they like it outside, because you can't bully anybody, not in this energy. The King of Cups, the Magician, and you don't even have your head on straight. The High Priestess in reverse. You can't see yourself. You don't need to see what everybody else is doing, but you can't even be yourself and stand by yourself independently, because you can't see yourself. So this Three of Swords is likely some kind of, this person is experiencing some kind of emotional turmoil as a result of not being able to control the situation between you. And because you are experiencing a new beginning here, or you have changed. So maybe they didn't have to offer you anything before, and things would just go their way. You do whatever they say. Now it's different. New beginnings, the birth of a new idea, and creation. Someone is self-made. They can't put an end to this version of you. I just put out a reading this morning. The truth always hits harder than a lie. But something in that energy was like someone wanted to pretty much send you back to your maker, send you to your creator, as if it was like a bounty on your head. They could do that and they would be paid, or they would receive some kind of blessing for that. That is a soul contract, but it's one that you've broken. So there's no more deals under the table that this person can make to get what they used to get. You put an end to it. The Emperor in reverse. You put an end to an Emperor in reverse. There's two masculines here. Your truth is shedding a light on who is immortal and who is not. That's because somebody is tapped in. Somebody really is a high priest, and someone was just pretending to be. The Emperor in reverse. They are not a high priest. This person, this Emperor in reverse, is a bully. They're a spiritual narcissist, and they're a bully. They're a mental strategist, manipulator, and a bully emotionally. So it's not their heart, it's not their good nature, it's not what they deserve, it's their work. They do spell work on people to get them to see reality, buy into the reality that they're selling. This is a person that's a devil, but they masquerade as if they are like a somebody well-meaning or good-meaning. Like they're. Give me more on the Emperor. in reverse. Who is this Emperor in reverse? This person, they use people. Three of Wands. This is someone who is surveying your kingdom. You have built a kingdom up, and this person wants to disrupt it or usurp your authority. You have already created a new beginning. This Three of Wands with this Emperor in reverse says surveying your kingdom. They're looking for a new place to travel, a new place to set up, because likely they have to run from wherever they're at because they had set up a kingdom, but it was on a faulty foundation. They did it through manipulation, and now it's crumbling and falling. So they want to pretty much move to your area, move to your kingdom, and usurp your authority. So you have to be careful about whatever this offer is that they're offering you with the Three of Pentacles, because they really are holding all of this. This is like a plan, a plot. The Three of Wands, they're just waiting for their opportunity. Here I come. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, not sorry. Mommy duty. Okay. So, I'm assuming it's falling under the King of Cups. I did say Scorpio, Pisces, but with the death energy, it's probably a Scorpio. There is no death or end to whatever this person has chosen to do. Now, it does look as if what they're doing is like an old reality, or they're like maintaining an old kingdom, and they do have... I don't know what happened. Alright, so anyway, it looks like someone is trying to overthrow this kingdom. They're not going to be able to do that. This is an Emperor in reverse. So I guess it would be like your op. Someone trying to work against you, someone trying to do the same thing that you do, but they're the way that they do it is manipulative, and it's just never going to... It's like saying the devil is going to overthrow God. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. So there is something that is coming in here with the Three of Wands. It's justice, and it's the Six of Pentacles. So there is some kind of financial balance or financial justice that you're going to receive here. And I guess that's what this Emperor in reverse, this is what they're seeing, this is what they're knowing, and this is what I think they were trying to keep from happening. Legal situation or document, police finding out the truth in the matter affecting the balance. So there was something that was disrupting the peace, disrupting the ease, disrupting cohesiveness. Whoever it is, that there could be three people here that were lying and causing issues emotionally, or were attacking or working behind the scenes. There could be a practitioner here who is, guilty of this. There could be a father figure here who is guilty of this, of trying to overthrow someone, usurp someone's authority, take a position of power where they don't belong. Someone who could have been masquerading in your energy as if they were a high priest or a high priestess, when in fact they have not done the work to be any of that or be considered as any of that. So they were receiving recognition and praise for things that they have not even accomplished or done. So it's like this, I feel like this is a system that whatever this new beginning is, it is ending that cycle. It's ending that this cannot happen anymore. So that's why we have justice. So there could be people who were literally like stealing. They were receiving blessings based upon their connection or their a soul contract that they were getting with someone behind the scenes, because they were masquerading as this energy that they truly do not hold, have, or are capable of. But now that they no longer have authority or control over a person to get them to operate the way that they would need to, they can't pay. They can't pay up. It's like someone getting a position for a job with be careful with those resumes, because there are some jobs where if you can't do what you say, they're going to start going back to that resume, and they're going to call those places that you never called. So even if you do, okay, uh, what do you call that? You know, kind of put some extra sauce on your resume. That's cool. But make sure that you can actually do what you do. Make sure you actually have the experience for it. Because there are some jobs where they will go back and decide to do this background check to see if you really are who you say you are. And if you can't do that, you may lose that job and permanently. And I'm getting this is a situation here where justice, because someone was getting wages, someone was getting paid, someone was benefiting physically, they were eating. They were eating. And the way that they were receiving, the way that they were eating, this wasn't by their own hand. This wasn't because of the work that they did. It was because of them bullying, manipulating, tricking, deceiving, stealing, robbing, killing, kidnapping, okay, extortion. They're a criminal. Someone was a criminal. And they were abusing your generosity by masquerading as someone who was your equal. But they were not. So this is someone who was masquerading as your equal, but they're really an op. This person still has to work with you. They're at your mercy pretty much. Yeah, they're at your mercy pretty much. But they're still trying to bully somebody else into making this situation open back up for them. But I'm getting it's the last ditch attempt, and really there's no purpose for it because we already have justice. So even if this hasn't happened yet, it's happening soon, where the situation will have like a final conclusion. It's 11:11. For some of you, this has to do it. Oh, someone just lost their seat. This could have been a twin flame that did this to you. You could have actually had a spiritual, twin flames. They don't always have to rise to the occasion. They don't always have to, and you know what's so funny? Is this is fake. This was supposed to be a real chair that I ordered, or at least that's what it said, because everybody, when I went back to, and I didn't read the reviews, I should have, but this is a Temu find. So it's like really a joke, because I was so pissed off, like, okay, Temu. Now, y'all know it said that, oh, wow, get these great, 2 chairs, take it anywhere. Like for, what it was like, carnivals, concerts, outdoor concerts, great for camping. A picture. This, so this is like a joke. I use it here because I actually want you guys to be able to take a seat, but it is a virtual seat. It's not a real seat. You can't literally come and sit on my table. But whoever so I said there's 2 of them. There's 2 people who had these phony seats that they were sitting in that gave them some kind of authority. And yeah, spiritual narcissists. They're not doing the work, but they want to take the title. They want to take the title without doing the work, and it just won't work. So that just failed. So those people, I don't think that they don't have these seats anymore. They don't have these seats anymore. They're on the floor. And they will likely have to, they're going to have to do something. For whatever it is that they want, it is going to be contractual, because those are the type of people that they are. It's not going to be their good energy and their good well-meaning. You can't trust them anymore. They already went to war, and the grievance against the soul, the grievance against the heart, against the spirit, that's the final ending to a soul connection. So you won't be moved by the soul. They can't move you by the soul. They will have to do something physically that is of value to you, for you to be of value to them or to work with them. You brush your teeth? Yeah. Let me see. Ooh, they so clean. Nice. Your face. You wash your face too? Okay, big boy. You still talking like a baby, but that's okay. You get to talk like a baby today. Especially if you turn over the leaf that fast. That's what I be trying to tell him. If you only knew. It's amazing. I sometimes, because I don't get out enough, if I did not like, see my son go through transformation so quickly, I might lose my belief that other people can too. Like, other people can learn and change their ways without even fully understanding why, just understanding at least that that's bad, that's good, that doesn't work well, I don't like that happening to me, so I don't want to do that to anybody. It's just like the golden rule. Kids can comprehend the golden rule and just choose to be better or do better, and they usually do. But we all have a little child living inside of us. But like I said, you may have been dealing with people who their inner child was not raised to learn these lessons. So they resorted to other ways, more of a savage mentality. It doesn't matter how nice or, look at them. They look so humble and, you know, they look humble. That doesn't mean they are. All right. So yeah, these are I guess it could actually even be that these people are the very ones who want to work with you, and they know they're going to have to show up physically, so the justice could be that this is exactly what they do. And that may be the situation that you have with them going forward. Is they prove their value by how they show up for you. Even if this is someone that claims to love you, it could be a parent. They could claim to love you, but there's a lot of ways to show that love, and you can't get away with just one, what do you call that, one love language, and think you're going to get the respect and the cooperation of someone that gives all of the love languages on a regular basis. It just won't happen that way. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to end this out. That was quite the ride. Let's see. Anything else I need to come out of here? I see the Queen of Wands. She look excited. We do have that Ace of Wands here. New beginning. Alright, anything else, Spirit, before we go? Queen of Cups in reverse. This was somebody's counterpart here. I said that this could have been someone that either they could have filled a role as your spiritual counterpart. They chose not to. And for some of you, it could have been your twin flame. They just chose not to. They chose not to work with you. They chose to work against you. They chose not to exit the karmic cycle or not to move and operate in divinity, and they may not have chosen to even either be fair with you. Like there's a leveling, justice, a balancing of the scales. They chose not to even do that. So some of you have a twin flame, and that person benefited off of you and benefited off of your connection, but they were manipulative. They never did right by you. Even just as a friend, they knew who you were. They knew your connection. They knew the benefit that it held for them, but they did not. There's something imbalanced in how they treated you or their loyalty. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords. So that's not somebody that you can trust. Even if it's not a twin flame, then I'm getting spiritual counterpart. It's the Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. So that individual could have been your equal, and likely they could have been a high priest. They could have been a high priestess. If you're the high priest, they could have been your high priestess, or vice versa. If you're the high priestess, they could have been your high priest, but they chose not to do the work, and they chose to take the seat pretty much off clout or by attaching to your energy. And so they chose to take that seat, but then they used it maliciously. They took that seat, they took that bait pretty much and used it against you. They used it to cause warfare. It's a grievance against the soul and against the spirit, and they're being caught. Man, it almost feels like spirit dangled something that was shiny, and those eyes lit up green with envy, and they just knew they were going to get this. They got it, and they used it maliciously. They revealed themselves. Somebody revealed themselves. They revealed themselves as the hateful person, as the person who was operating under the spirit of hate. Four of Swords in reverse, unhealed, and likely the situation between you will not heal either. Three of Cups in reverse as well. I hear I'm wishing on a star, boom, 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 to follow where you are, wishing on a dream. Someone really wants to know the meaning of this connection or the meaning of your connection. So this person's hateful spirit could have caused a disruption with another person too. It's the Three of Cups in reverse. Now that would mean that you have a brand new opportunity possibly to create something with someone, but again, the same rules would apply. This is about how you balance out, how you show up physically. Your energy will not be enough. It will have to be who you are in reality. You would have to be okay with being seen as who you really are. And depending on who you are and what you're offering, this connection definitely could come back together without the third party, without that hateful spirit or entity or person that was getting in between it. Because someone definitely wants to understand the inner workings of a connection that they have to you or with you. Okay. Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is good. Five of Pentacles in reverse is good. I feel like that's bringing the hope back into a situation here. Something faltered, something ended, and someone could have had a fear that it was an ending to all things. I was saying that like with the King of Cups, there was just like, excuse me, there's no help. If there's only people that I can't trust or people who are going to deceive me or use me or hurt me, then I will just do this myself. But you may not have to. It may seem like you had to. I was saying that too. When you don't have children, my God, children are little lights. When you don't have children, it is hard to see. It is hard to see. Or even if your children are being affected by third parties, other people that have connected to them with different feelings towards you, it is hard to see the truth. But if you can, if you do, they will show you. Usually the high priest and the high priestess, they tend to be more guarded or closed off. Even a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You see them when you see them and you don't when you don't. And the reason is because they're naturally inclined to be psychically intuitive. They pick up on things they don't really want to pick up on. They see the things that people are trying to hide. It's safer inside, okay? And that's the truth. It's safer inside because if you move authentically according to what you know and not just what people try to show you, they will attack you just for being a person who could see through their bullshit. They're just mad because you could see through it. They're used to dealing with people who are stupid. So, yeah, they don't like that. But anyway, it does create more of a hermit energy for you, a loner energy for you, though popular one by demand. But you may begin to feel as if you are the only one. And that's just not the truth. It's just not the truth. So this was getting someone out of your energy. And out of your energy so that you could see clearly, and also so that you can attract someone because they were tainting your energy. Now you can attract someone who will be honest, loyal, trustworthy, and they're going to show up like for real. They're going to do what they say they're going to do. What's the Five of Pentacles in reverse? So part of somebody's health was also affected. This is going to be corrected too. I don't know what the issue was that caused the health problem, but there was suffering as a result of this Three of Swords. So this is a situation where someone, it's like a rebellion against you to the point of causing not just mental or emotional issues, but maybe even physically. This is all of what's going back. This is the justice. So somebody is having to deal with all of what they have sent towards you. It's a reckoning. The Six of Pentacles and the Justice. This is giving and receiving. You get what you give. They're getting back what they sent out or what they intended for you, what they tried to do to you. This is what they're being hit with. All right, y'all. This is still pulling up on the same energy. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, but we do have the Ace of Pentacles. That you got a lot of new beginnings here. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Likely this is already what you've been thinking or what you've been wanting mentally, emotionally. It's what you've been asking for. Okay, we started off the reading saying things are about to manifest. You say something and then you see it. Okay, kind of like that. I want it, I got it. And it may be surprising with the Magician energy how quickly something can manifest, how quickly something can turn over a new leaf. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles, that's definitely going from the energy, the inspired action, to the literal manifestation and creation of something physically, and it grants stability. So that's either in your family, your work, your life, your livelihood, or all of the things. All of the things with the Ten of Pentacles. But you will definitely see it manifest for you personally. If you're in a relationship, you'll see this stability manifest between you and your partner. If you have children, you will see this stability, this peace, this abundance, this security, this protection and provision. You're going to see that manifest within your family. But it extends. Ten of Pentacles is huge. It's the most. Small scale to the biggest, as I guess as much potential as you want to put into it, as much as you want to work on it, as much as you're willing to put in the work on it, it will just continue to expand. So this is like a really good time period. It's a really good time period. Six of Pentacles is also about abundance and generosity. And I feel like this is coming from the world, your reality. So you have been an abundant person. You've been a light with the star. You could be a light worker. And it's only right that you get paid for the work that you actually do. Even if you're not sitting up, you haven't gotten your fake seat and set up on it with all your things, okay? Looking like a king or a queen. Even if you have not risen to that occasion, you still put in the work. So you are going to receive the payment for your work, for what you have done. Just like your enemies, they get what they have given, okay? They're reaping, right? Their harvest. You are going to reap your harvest too. But you're going to feel really good about what it is that you create because you felt really good about what you do. You feel really good about what you do. All right? It's the seed that you sown. The seeds you've sown, they have grown. And they're growing in your life. Okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this reading here, leave this energy here. That's my time. In case I didn't see you this live, this is me and mine blowing you kisses, waving, and saying good afternoon, good evening, and good night.